Alright everyone, RJ here. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to do an unboxing and taking a look at the Moto Edge Plus 2022. Okay, so this phone is not a newly released phone that came out this year. This phone came out around March of 2022. And the price you can get this phone for right now is just ridiculous. Okay, this is the Boost Mobile version of the Moto Edge. So I'm going to give you the specs of this phone, just showing you what you can get for the price. And I'll get to the price here in a little bit of this phone. So starting off with the display, this phone has a 6.7 inch Full HD display coming in at 1080 by 2400 with a 20:9 aspect ratio with 393 pixels per inch. It's an OLED display with a 144 Hz refresh rate. Has corner and Gorilla Glass 3 on the front, corner and Gorilla Glass 5 on the rear, and a plastic frame. Now for the processor, this phone runs the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 octa-core processor with an Adreno 730 GPU, so you're going to get really good flagship specs and performance out of this phone. As far as internal storage goes, they come in a variety of internal storage and RAM, but if you get the Boost Mobile version, it comes with 8 GB of RAM and 512 gigs of internal storage. For the cameras, you got 3 on the rear. You got a 50 megapixel wide-angle lens with aperture of f1.8, a 50 megapixel ultra-wide-angle lens with aperture of f2.2, and a 2 megapixel depth sensor aperture of f2.4. And you can record at 8K, 4K 60, 1080p 60, all that good stuff. For the front camera, you got a 60 megapixel wide-angle lens, aperture of f2.2, record at 4K 30 frames per second, 1080p, I believe it's 60 frames per second. For the battery, this phone has a 4800 milliamp hour non-removable battery, and I'm not entirely sure of the fast charging speeds. I'm hearing two different things here, so I don't want to give you the wrong information, but it says 15 watts of wireless charging and 5 watt reverse wireless charging. This phone has ready for support. It has side-mounted fingerprint scanner, Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 5.2, stereo speakers, USB Type-C 3.1, all that good stuff. Also running Android version 12, but should be getting 13 if they don't have it already. So yeah, that's all I want to say about the specs. So let's go ahead and dive right into the phone. And right on top here, we have the phone. So we'll go ahead and pull this out and put it to the side. And we'll just see what else Moto gives in the box, which according to the box size is a whole lot more than what Samsung and Google and Apple give you. But we do have your USB. Let's see if that's USB-C to USB-C. Yeah, USB-C to USB-C. Set that back up in there. You also get the fast charging brick here in the box. Now it says 30 here on the side, so I'm guessing it is 30 watt fast charging. We got to just see here. I've seen 68 watt charging. I've seen 22 watt charging, 30 watt charging. I'm really not sure. And all your booklets, stuff like that are in here, which is not really important. So yeah, that's all that comes to the box. All right, so the phone is in hand, and I got to say this phone is looking fire. I mean, just look at how that color shifts and that frosted glass back there. It's just, it looks really nice, okay? On the back there, of course, your triple camera set up with your flash. On the right side, you got your fingerprint scanner that doubles as a power button and your volume rocker. They are a little bit high up on the side of the phone, but that'd be all right. On the top, you got a microphone, nice and clean here on the left. And on the bottom, a little hard to see, but is your SIM card slot, Type-C charging port, microphone, and bottom firing speaker. Let's go ahead, power it up. All right, nice Motorola logo there. Got your little hole punch camera there in the top center. So yeah, I'll go ahead and get it all set up, and I'll come back when it's finished.
Hello, Moto.
Okay, so we're all set up now and ready to go. Now I want to keep this video as short as possible, but I do want to show you what all this phone has to offer. Now, you may be asking, this is the Boost Mobile phone. Does it work on T-Mobile or AT&T? It works on the AT&T side of Boost Mobile, okay? So, yeah, want to throw that out there before I forgot it. So, let's go turn the phone around here, and we'll start off with the biometrics. Swipe up for your PIN, your pattern, or your password. Also, Fingerprint scanner, boom. Very accurate, works every single time. Very quick as well. Face unlock, you got to be angled a certain way. I don't know. We'll try that out now here and see. It does work. It's just sometimes you got to be angled the right way. There you go. You see it there, and boom, right on. So no problems there whatsoever. Now, when you pull this phone out of the box, you basically just don't get no bloatware except for that. Okay, let's try to uninstall that. Yes, we can uninstall. Good. So other than that, I mean, we got Ready For. Now, I have never used that, so I'm not going to get into that right now. But you got your Google stuff here, of course, all your Google stuff that comes on the phone. Your Moto stuff here for your notifications, device help, Moto, and Dolby Atmos, and recorder, and network companion, just basic stuff like that. Now, looking here at the display, this display is beautiful, okay? 1080p, full HD OLED panel here. Very crisp, very clear, and the phone, it just glides. It's a very smooth feeling device here. Now, scrolling down here at it's your drop-down shade. Android version 12 at the moment. It's got some updates. We'll check those out later on. But typical stuff here, Ready For, flashlight, Bluetooth, Dolby Atmos hotspot. Typical stuff that you see on everything, on every phone nowadays and everything. Now, going here, we'll look at the connected devices, starting with the connection preferences. You got Bluetooth, NFC, cast your screen, your printing services, Android Auto, all that stuff that you see on all phones, other card services, and Ready For. Connect your phone to a display or PC. So, yeah, there you go. Got your battery, so a 4800 milliamp hour battery. Got to test that out with the 8 Gen 1 processor here on this phone. You got overcharge protection, optimized charging, adaptive battery, power sharing, which of course is your reverse wireless charging, and battery percentage. Let's go ahead and put that up there on the top. So yeah, check the battery out. Storage, 4% is used. So 19 gigabytes has been used out of 512 gigs. System is taking at 15 gigabytes. So you have 493 gigs available. There is no SD card slot, but do you really need it? I mean, with 512 gigabytes of storage, I don't think so, really. For the display here, we got your adaptive brightness. Turn that off. I don't never use that. Lock screen, screen timeout. Let's go ahead and change it up to 10 minutes there. Attentive display. Nah, maybe later. We got your dark theme, font size, display size, night light, got colors, natural and saturated. You can keep it cool or warm or whatever you want to do. Display, refresh rate. You can use auto, 60 hertz and 144 hertz. There you go. The phone feels very smooth, y'all. I'm telling you. Auto rotate screen, flicker prevention, full screen, screensaver, attentive display, peak display, 3-finger screenshot. Ready For, screen record, swipe to split. This thing's got a ton of features on it. I mean, this is basically a stock version of Android, but they do give you a lot of extra stuff, a lot of extra goodies here on these Motorola phones. Now, wallpapers, you got your live photos and wallpapers here, so you can see what all they give you. You can choose between a couple here, I guess they give you. Then you get a lot of the stock ones as you see on the Pixels and stuff like that. So we'll go ahead and back out of there. Now we have your accessibility options here. There are a ton here to choose from if you need them. Talkback, extra dim, dark theme magnification. I mean, all the stuff that you need here for accessibility. Security. Just your PIN, pattern, password, fingerprint, face unlock. Digital well-being, system updates. There is an update for the phone already, but we'll, yeah, later. System, got performance here. So you got quick launch, you got RAM boost. So you got 8 gigabytes of RAM on the phone. You can boost it by an additional 2 gigabytes of RAM with RAM boost, which is nice. So yeah, video call effects. Says while you're in a video call, you can apply effects like background blur, subject tracking, and audio zoom to enhance your video call experience. Cool. Gestures. So here at gestures, Double press power key to launch assistant. No. Pathetic camera. Navigation. So you have your 3 buttons at the bottom, as you can see there, or your gestures, which thank goodness for gestures, I'm telling you. One-handed mode, power touch, 3-finger screenshot, fast flashlight. So that right there is your chop chop feature. Ooh, that's a very, very bright flashlight. I'm seeing spots now. Quick capture, swipe to split. Yeah, literally, I'm seeing spots. That's a bright flashlight. So anyway, that's basically pretty much about it there in the settings. But the phone, it just runs so smooth. Just a really nice device here, okay? The Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, 8 gigs of RAM, storage being 512 gigs. And I forgot to give you the price earlier. Currently, right now, you can get this phone for $199 at Boost Mobile. $199 for basically not even quite a year old flagship type phone, okay? That's a good deal. Really good deal. I mean, too good of a deal to pass up, my personal opinion. But before we get out of here, let's take a quick look here at the cameras and just see what they have to offer. Now, Motorola's, I've not really ever had the greatest experience, really, with Motorola cameras, but we'll see what we got here. You got your one-time zoom. You can zoom in up to 10 times. Got your 0.5 ultra-wide lens, as well as your macro lens there, so really good stuff. This button right here, you press that for your flash, timer, active photos, aspect ratio, 4:3 or 3:4, 9:16, and full screen. This button up here says no scene detected. Okay, up here is your settings. Let's go ahead and get that back into good rotation. AI settings here, auto smile capture, gesture selfie, smart composition, shot optimization, and Google Lens. Here at photos, got your rear photo, recommended 12.6 megapixel quad pixel or 8 megapixel quad pixel. Front camera is 60 megapixels, 15 megapixel quad pixel or 8 megapixel quad pixel. Rear photo HDR auto, front the same, selfie, watermark, nice, okay. Efficient photo, stabilization, HDR10 plus, and audio zoom. Capture settings, typical stuff, leveler, assistive grid, stuff like that. Save settings, save location, all that stuff right there. So a lot of settings here going on in the camera. So going over here to video mode, let's see what we can record in. And I don't think it's going to be up there. Nope. So, okay. Oh, I picked this button right here. All right. So full HD, 30 and 60. 4K at 30 and 60. And 8K at 30, but no 60. Okay. Which you know better than that. Mic on or off. You got your aspect ratio, torchlight there. Okay. So not bad. Not bad at all. Down here, we have a ton of other features. Got your portrait, cutout, spot color, night vision, cinematograph, panorama, group selfie, ultra resolution, live filter, pro, scan, dual capture. For video, got slow motion, time lapse, spot color, dual capture. Man, tons of options. So going to the front camera now, I'm kind of interested to see what we can record in. Basically here in the video mode. So you can record here at full HD and 4K. So you can record on 4K and full HD, but I don't see no 60 frames per second, unfortunately. I thought it was 60 frames. I said that earlier. I do apologize for that. But it does record in 4K in the front, just not at 60 frames per second. Aspect ratio, mic on, mic off, typical stuff there. So this has got a lot of good features on it. This would be a really good phone, in my opinion. If the cameras are as good as they say they are, this should be a very, very solid phone. But time will tell. So this is the Moto Edge Plus 2022. Really good price right now at Boost Mobile. This phone, I think, is like $750, and they had it on sale for $199. I mean, it's It's a crazy deal. It's a crazy deal. So if you're on Boost Mobile, or you're going to Boost Mobile, this phone right here, probably the best phone you're going to get for the price, in my personal opinion. So let me know what y'all think down below in the comments section. I will definitely get back to y'all after I update it and use it a little bit, play some games with that high refresh rate and all that kind of cool stuff. So yeah, that's it. If it's helpful in any way, hit that like button. All your questions, leave it down below. If you're new around here and you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. Clicking that bell on for notifications. I would really appreciate it. Y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching.